process.
How were you held accountable? Because you said
well,
you were held accountable.
for letting them go through the process without the ministry being involved in that process of getting everything done.
You mean you weren't involved?
No, the ministry was not involved in the process of hiring the contractors and all the rest of it. So I think that's one thing that I will say, Rick, could have been done better.
But you laid the foundation stone for this project.
Well, yes.
So how comes you weren't involved?
That was the day I was cautioned and said, look, do you know this contractor? I said, no. I said, I was told you will live to regret. It will fail. These were the words of the president. He was very straightforward with me.
So what action did you take afterward?
We called the contractor. We told him exactly what the president told me. And I said, please, make sure that we succeed in this business and make sure that it doesn't fail. And he tried, but I think, to be honest with you, this is one thing I will always say, I wish I had known. It would not be done that way. It would have been done different.
Yeah, because according to the auditors during their review, they found that, the contract for the construct of these 5 lodges was meant to be completed by 2020.
It was meant to be completed. As I said, this is one thing I will go back and say could have been done differently.
So what happened to the contractors in this case?
Well, we decided differently. After all, Cabinet came with proposals to continue, but I think there was a fire disaster. They continued the work. One of them was completed. The other one was almost 1/3 gone, but I think it's stalled till now. So I cannot tell the rest because I'm not there anymore.
But is it true that one of the contractors is no more in the country?
I'm not quite sure. I can't account for that.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, because according to the auditors, there was a departure from the actual project concept of using less cement and steel to preserve ecosystem.
Yeah, I think there were some mistakes.
Especially at the Kunkling site.
Yes, there were some mistakes. We must admit this. This is very important. That there were some mistakes in the whole process of implementation.
Do you regret?
Oh yes, I regret it. I wish it was working well. Today, people would have been going in the country as domestic tourists within the country. Better lodges, beautiful places, well designed. Yes.
And what lesson do you think the ministry?
Oh, in the ministry learned a lot. The ministry from there learned a lot. The president didn't take it lightly, and we make sure that all for the future projects we are involved in their procurement processes, and we succeeded in building the roads perfectly.
At some point, I understand, there was an initial plan to have the contractor prosecuted.
Well, I don't want to go into those details. I want to leave that. I'm not there now. I have to limit myself to what I've done, not the rest of it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Because I know, there were many issues, surrounding you. At some point, some staff of the GT board also sent.
Well, when you want to make a reform, you should expect resistance. And when resistance comes, every method will be used to frustrate it. But at the end of the day, you need to be determined and be steadfast and be committed to those reforms. The same reforms are what we are now carrying out at the Ministry of Local Government.
Yeah, because they said you were interfering too much in the work of the GT board.
It was not the case. We needed to reform the institution. We needed to reform, and we did reform, and we succeeded, and we moved forward. And that led us to getting the World Bank involved in the sector. And that led us to succeeding in getting $68 million grant for the sector. And that led us also to engage the EU for the current project that they are implementing with YEP. So the reforms were very important and very vital. When you are reforming, you face resistance, but you must be determined to make sure that you succeed in your agenda.
Do you regret taking certain action against those staff who were sent?
Well, I have no regret. I feel I did the right thing and will repeat it again if need comes, anywhere.
Yeah, because according to the Parliament's petition committee, they recommended that, you, the minister at the time, should not interfere or give directives to the chairman of the governing body.
That may be an opinion. That may be an opinion, but that's not the truth of what it should be as my mandate as a minister responsible of that portfolio.
And that the GT board was also giving you weekly fuel, you and the permanent secretary?
Well, that is not true.
Is that right?
That is not true. That's a lie. Every fuel that was given was budgeted in accordance with the law. That was not true. Absolutely not true.
So you're denying all these allegations made against you?
Which allegations? Which allegation in the first place?
Well, like I said, the issue of you interfering in the work of the committee.
No, that's not true. I am telling you, excuse me, you don't need to ask me the question where I'm denying. I'm saying it's not true.
Okay.
It's not. Absolutely. Boncoms, not true.